Hey toy fans, it is the first ever video in my new series, Time for Review. A lot of people have asked me in the comments if I'd ever considered doing a review of action figures, and I thought, I'm kind of doing that with the toys I worked on. But the thing is, unlike most people who make toys, I'm kind of like the hair club for men. I have gotten to work in the toy industry, working on a lot of great collector lines, but I am also a rabid collector of toys. And that's definitely, I think, benefited my career and benefited the product that I've been able to put out, because I kind of always keep the collector in mind. And I am definitely one of those collectors that is obsessive compulsive about his collection, and like many of you out there, I like my figures the way I like them. So I decided I wanted to do my first ever review on a brand new wave of Star Wars vintage collection figures that just came out. These are the repaint figures, meaning they have what I guess the new Photo-Real paint on their faces. And the thing was, I wasn't quite sure if I needed these figures. I tend to call them the Kodak moment figures because they're just basically new paint jobs on the face. Are they different enough to justify buying? Especially C-3PO. I was kind of wondering, how in the world is C-3PO going to get a Photo-Real paint job when he's an android, a droid, a robot? So I was very lucky that I was able to actually find them at retail, and which I think is kind of pretty early in their release. So I thought I'd put together a review because these are the kind of questions I had, and I kind of wish I could have found out before I bought them. So hey, let me know what you think of this. So here I go with a review. So the first thing is the carded figures. The only big difference, besides the fact that the original release of some of these had a clamshell, is the 4+ age grade at the top. It's now a circle with a plus, whereas previously it said ages 4 and up. There's definitely some other differences here and there, but that's the main difference on the front of the package. Outside of, say like the offer for the Darth Maul figure from this old Han Solo from 10 years ago. All right, so here they are. So first up, Bespin Luke. So you can definitely see the one on the right is the Photo-Real Kodak moment figure. And yeah, I mean, the paint job definitely looks a lot better. I would have loved to have seen comparison shots like this before I bought them. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this. The outfits are slightly different. You can see the Photo-Real one is now the one on the left, and it's got less sort of brush stroking to him, if you will. Like, I guess doesn't look as dirty, if you will, whereas the original one, which is on the right, sorry that I swapped them from the headshot, that first one. Here you can see just the heads. Again, the Photo-Real one is on the left, the original release is on the right. There's definitely a difference, especially in the eyes and the hair color. You can also see on the belts, the original one on the right has the silver on the belt snap, and the new one on the left has more of a black wash. And here they are next to the new 6-inch Bespin Luke, just for, funsies. So, yeah, that's Bespin Luke. All right, C-3PO, the one that really inspired me to do this. I was very curious how they were going to do a Photo-Real C-3PO, and there are some differences in the two figures. So the original release on the left has a different color gold, I guess call it the belly button little circle, versus the new one. You can also see on the back, the wires are much brighter on the new Photo-Real release. The Photo-Real is the one on the right, as well as the overall body gold is slightly different. And then taking off the plating, you can definitely see there are much brighter colors on the wiring, and the eyes are definitely better. You can see the original release, the eyes were a little googly-eyed, and the new release, they're straightforward, and the pupils are bigger. All right, Han Solo, pretty straightforward. The original release on the left, Photo-Real on the right. There's really not many other differences, unlike kind of Bespin Luke that had a slightly different wash on his body. Han is pretty much a straight re-release. The belt is a little bit of a different shade, but otherwise, yeah, I mean, front to back, they're pretty much the same figure, just with a much improved paint job on the face. If you're a fan of new paint jobs, then this is definitely an upgrade from the original release. God, I can't believe it's been like 10 years. And you can also see there even with the heads removed, the skin tone is pretty much the same. Goes all the way up the peg there, and Yeah, I mean, and the weapons are the same too. I didn't include the weapons because there was really no difference. With Han, it's really just the face paint, not the sculpt, same sculpt. You can see there, though, the real differences with the Photo-Real. You know, the head looks a lot different. I mean, it really looks a lot more like Harrison Ford and, you know, less cartoony, I guess, if you will. Cartoony Han. Good job, Hasbro. Really good job. I like this. I think it's an improvement. All right, and then finally, Lando. This is the figure in the wave I think that benefits the most from the face paint upgrade. The original Lando general release definitely had more of that cartoony feel, the eyebrows being big, the mustache being big. Now with the new Photo-Real paint job, you really get a nice, crisp, clear, you know, portrait, if you will. And yeah, I mean, he's the belts. The belt you can see, the one on the right, the Photo-Real one, has a brighter sort of eye bar there. All right, well, what did you guys think? Do you like these kind of reviews? Should I do more? Again, I did this review because I was really curious, especially on that C-3PO. What was a Photo-Real C-3PO paint job? And I was overall impressed. It actually was quite different, especially if you're going to take the plating off. If you like this video and you want to see more reviews, let me know. I'm just kind of experimenting and seeing what you guys think. If you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments, and be sure to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. Thanks, guys.